Hello everyone and welcome to Season Watch. Today we're watching episode 11 of My Stepmom's Daughters, it's my ex. Long name. I need to take a step back to always say the name. We're almost at the end here. So that means the new season is gonna be starting soon. I'm gonna be picking some shows blindly since I have no idea what they're about. I'm not gonna look into it. I'm not gonna look into any synopsis, no trailers, nothing. But if you want to have a say in it, like try to get your suggestion out there. Join the Discord down below. We have a channel where I'll post the ones I'm thinking of. You can post your suggestions, and we'll go from there to decide which ones I'm gonna be reacting to next season. So yeah. But going back to the reaction anime. The last episode, what did we have? We had... First up was the cockroach thing. I almost forgot about that. Where she spotted one in her room. There was nobody else at home. So even though he sprayed it, they had no idea if there were more, if it ran away. So she was thinking, she slept in his room with him. And she actually slept just fine, and he was the one just thinking about it and just decided, no, we're just family now. It's over. Just get it over with. Then we had them talking about how they're gonna go to the dad's hometown, which I imagine we're gonna have that this episode. I just don't know if it's gonna be the full episode or if just like the first half, or maybe second half. You get what I mean. But then they would talk about River there, and the mom told her to go buy a new swimsuit and take Mizuto with her. So, to make the mom happy, they went, and she asked for his opinion. And he got very bashful about it. As they talked, she realized what was going on and also got embarrassed. But she decided to go with it anyway. On the way back, they spotted the place where they had their first kiss. And with the wind blowing, them facing each other, it was almost that moment again. She even closed her eyes, just expecting it. But he held back and just, nope, flick, let's move on. Then on the second half, we had the movie night with Yume, Mizuto, and Higashira, where Higashira was very comfortable in Mizuto's lap. The two of them really have a very successful relationship, I could say, where it's more than friends, but not exactly lovers. So she's having some of those very intimate moments with Mizuto, while Mizuto's not feeling constrained and traumatized about the lovers part. So it's a good in-between there, but it's definitely making Yume jealous. Envious. Both. And them talking about it and everything, and after Mizuto fell asleep, he ended up falling asleep on Yume's lap. And the two of them talking, how she almost tried to go for a first kiss steal on Mizuto while he was sleeping. And the dirty talk that Higashira was talking was definitely not in Yume's territory. Which reminds me that while they were dating, Yume and Mizuto, there was one time where he invited her over and they almost... Yeah, but I think that was the previous episode, so... Anyway. Then we had, at the end, Yume talked to her mom, and the mom wanted to know all the deets, like, who exactly is Higashira to Mizuto? How close are they? How far have they gone? And at the end, she was even telling Yume to keep an eye out, be careful, and she was like, but what? What do you mean? What are we talking about here? But it was just because Mizuto might be getting himself a girlfriend, and you don't have a boyfriend yet. It was just more like that competitive sense. So she decided, no, I don't care. I'm not competing. And in her room, she ended up saying like she can't imagine dating anyone but Mizuto. She didn't realize what she said. So she's admitting to herself. So we might see something related to that this episode. Who knows? Hopefully she doesn't just move on from that. Maybe it stays in the back of the mind and later on comes up again. We'll have to see. As a reminder, this is a time reaction, which means you sync up your own version of mine and we'll watch it together. I'll try to add some scenes here and there, but don't expect too much. And with that being said, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go.
中学2年の夏休み、夏祭りで人生の初デートを経験した数日後、私の口からはため息ばかりが溢れていた。
So we're going back to the past. The piano. Yeah. Okay, so we are revisiting. Oh, and he called. So we are revisiting the whole idea she realized at the end of last episode, it seems.
大丈夫だよ、全然。すごく暇だったから。どうしたの？何か用でもあったかな？
He just wanted to hear her voice.
そうなんだ。
Basically. Look how lovey-dovey they were back then. I keep forgetting her last name used to be Ai.
実はそろそろスマホの充電がやばくてさ。そうなんだ。イリド君、またお話ししてくれる？ああ、もちろん。あさってにはまた図書室行くから。
Okay. Yeah, the library, where it all happens.
またね。充電しながら話してくれる？
Oh. Interesting point. I mean, normally the charger's not really in good position to use the phone for me, at least for me. So it's kind of hard to just keep talking while charging. But also remember that he was the one that called you there, so you also have to take that into account. I don't really, but she raised an interesting point there. I just don't know if my argument would be enough, or if it's starting to have conflict there. It was starting to have doubt in them. Oh yeah, I forgot the guy. Let's see if I can remember his name. Kawanami, I think it was. He has not shown up at all in the anime ever since the Aquarian episode, I think. Like, he disappeared from the anime. We had Minami, we have especially Higashira. But yeah. I think that the aquarium was after they stayed over at their friend's house, I think. But yeah, there we go. They have them at the Irido household. Well, it's complicated. they're practically closer than we are, says the husband and wife. Is that like a cousin?
久しぶり、まどかさん。
安心した。今年も不愛想だね。
Madoka?
高校デビューでもしてたらどうしようかと思ってたんだけど。
Reminds you of somebody?
デビューするほどの場所じゃないよ。
Calling somebody out? Yes, introduce. Uncles, grandchildren. Second cousin. Oh. Shikuma. So yeah, cousins, basically. But I don't know if they would be second cousin to Yume, or if they're just second cousin to both of them. Yeah, there's a barbecue by the river, where they will have to use the swimsuits. I forgot to mention that before the reaction. And Mizuto is just in the shade. Wow, that's a big family. Oh, maybe a bit of a loner, but other than that, just fine, I guess. But sometimes being a loner is fine. It's okay as well. Ah. So he has been without a mother for that long. I think we know that. Yeah, that's right. They mentioned that. Like, he doesn't even remember his mom. Yeah. Yeah, I was just forgetting. My bad. But I remembered. Madoka has a trickster's laugh. Okay, so she has a new resolve. She had Mizuto's input. Ex-boyfriend. Oh, more like they already been. Oh, Madoka's onto something there. Yeah, he's very on his own there. Watching over him. Are you? I don't think you're that much older than him, if at all, right? What? Yeah, what did he do? He's just doing his own thing. And now she is her next target. She is very gung-ho. And then the house is like an inn. Wherever that is. Oh, more book. Oh my god, that's a lot of books. I was gonna be like even more books, but like that's piles and piles of books. It's like a maze of books, literally. The Siberian Dancing Girl. He already read this before. Oh, really? Oh, wait. Autobiography, The Dancing Girl, Grandpa. What? Oh, I guess it's just a way to put it.
小一くらい
Maybe
の
it
時
has something to do with
この部屋で
Dancing
手紙を
Girl
もらったんだ
in his life.
作者名もなくてなんとなく怪しい感じがするだろだからページを開いて以来毎年読み返している
It became like a
面白かったね
tradition.
振り仮名もないから当時の僕にはちんぷんかんぷんだったただなぜか最後まで読めた
Oh, wow. His first book, basically. Morio guy, Elise. I only know that from Bungo Stray Dogs. Oh, it's more like it's something precious to you. See, and you're sharing that with her.
峰明おじさんも夏目さんももちろんまどかさんも読んだことのないイリド・ミズトのルーツ
The book that shaped him. Okay, I wouldn't really go that far. But yeah, see, she realized how important that book is and how it seems it's very personal. Yet he's sharing with her. He said it was short, but it looks like it has a lot of decent amount of pages. Oh, it's a sad story, huh? Yeah, be careful. And another tier mark right next to it. Mizuto. Wait. Oh no, it's the present. Yeah, Mizuto when he first read that book. He should have a good amount of similarities.
この書斎だけが隔絶されているかのよう世界から自分一人だけが切り離されているかのよう彼はずっとこの世界で生きてきた
I mean, wouldn't that be you? Or this? Okay, is that in her mind, or you're assuming a lot from a simple thing? Like he only said that she loved to laugh, and you met her for like a day, and you're already trying to assume things here. I don't know if that's big brain of you, or you're just getting carried away too far. She's not even thinking about it.
夜も天気いいらしいから きっと花火綺麗に見えるよ。ゆめちゃん、もしかして水戸くんと何かあった？別に彼が何かしたわけじゃないんです。私がただ自分の小ささに勝手に落ち込んでいるだけなんです。
What do you understand? Of course. Yeah, nobody's perfect. And after you met as well. She's calling you out pretty quick. Oh, and she's saying, I don't know. Instead of just outright rejecting it. Interesting. Yeah, love and lust.
なんかさ、ゆめちゃんはずっと言い訳を探してばっかだね。自分と水戸くんが恋愛しなくて済むという。
Oh, oh, oh.
私があの男と恋愛しなくて済むように。ほらほら、眉間にしわ寄せない。難しいことは考えずにさ。
Okay, Madoka.
今のうちにその気持ちはコツコツ片付けておいた方がいいと思うよ。
She said Onesan, but the subtitle says your cousin. Which I guess she's calling herself Big Sis. And she's gonna put both of them in there. All alone for half an hour. No one will hear you. I wouldn't say liar, more like mischievous or. Yeah, you realized there was something going on. Well, he is giving you the opportunity. Don't waste the 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
古い書斎でこの男のルーツに初めて触れた。そして自分の器の小ささを思い知って。
Hmm. Okay. I'm curious to see where we go with this. Oh. Okay. So she's gonna take some drastic measure here. Finally accept the heartbreak. And you're assuming that Madoka was his. Yeah, because you two were not enjoying that moment because you did not communicate. So it just got worse and worse and worse. It just piled up.
そう思った
So you just felt relief of that pile just getting off your back.
別れなければよかった
Then you should have talked it out. Yes, you should have. Yes. See? You're realizing your mistakes here. But all of that is internalized. You didn't say anything so far. So all he heard was you calling his name and then started crying. Oh, I called her by her old last name. Oh. Oh yeah, then again she was calling him Irido, his last name. So I guess she was the one that started that. Though technically it's still his last name now, but since they're siblings, she should call him by first name. And time's up.
初恋あなたの初恋が
See, now you're assuming things.
なんかムカついてモヤモヤしてどうにかしなきゃって
Yeah. See?
さんが僕の
違うの
まどかさんのことを好きになった
Yeah, you assume somebody that loves to laugh. That's all he said. Interesting way. Just into.
なんだよ
だってあなた子供みたいなんだもの
And now the door is opening. Okay, so it was because he was leaving, not.
初恋は
Mhm. Yeah. Who was just laughing right now? Yeah. That's what I thought. See, you were just assuming things, Carol. You did not learn your lesson from when you guys started to break up. Because one of the reasons the tension got so high between you was when you saw the other girl with him and jumped to conclusions and not really accepting his explanation. Granted, there was already some tension there, but that definitely made it worse. I like the little tune it plays while she's explaining their past. And the little completo candy and the little puppet walking. I don't know why that's so adorable. And her renewing herself for high school. Something that he disagrees with doing, as we got in this episode. And even though they're walking their different ways now, she still looks back, indicating how she has feelings still left over. So yeah, I like that little story. Just showcase a lot, even though I did not understand the music. But yeah, we had a whole episode based on the Irido's hometown, with a whole lot of family members, including one that participated a lot in this, which I did not expect. Madoka, which is a cousin of sorts of them. And she quickly kind of figured Yume out, how she has feelings I suppose for Mizuto, likely before they. Oh, now this part I'm assuming that likely before they became family, but yeah, she doesn't know all the details how they used to date and then broke up and then became family. But she gets the idea that she has feelings for him, which is not wrong. But in a way, she wasn't even sure herself how she feels. How when Madoka asked her if she's in love with him, I thought Yume was just gonna deny it. Like, what? No, no. But instead, she was. I don't know. What exactly would we consider that? What is the defining line? And that surprised me. In a way, she's growing.
それ自分で選んだの？まあ一応。彼氏まだというか。そういうやつ？水戸くんのこと好きなの？わかりません。好きってどういうことですか？でも別れなければよかった。初恋。
は？
あなたの初恋がまどかさんなんだと思ったら、なんかムカついてモヤモヤして。
Her concepts are changing, and she even had that moment with Mizuto in the room. I guess I don't really know what you call that room, but yeah, where she just, even though she didn't really say much, she was thinking a lot about their past and everything, and how she regrets how things became. And she still misses him. And she was just calling him by his last name. Then we had Madoka very much just messing around with Yume, just a new cousin, just somebody to play with. By play with, I mean I play with you. And not we play together. There was the barbecue at the riverside, which was where the swimsuits came into play. And if it wasn't for Madoka, we wouldn't even have really any swimsuit scene there, even though kinda wasn't a swimsuit, just with the hoodie and the hat over it. And Mizuto was just staying in the corner, eating, and I think was reading while eating, and then after finished, she left. And there was the whole thing of the tanking, which I don't know exactly what was going on there, and we didn't really get an explanation. But yeah, if it was for Madoka just messing with her, she would have just left as well. Like, oh, there was a riverside, buy swimsuits. Okay, we don't do anything about that. A very good interesting point was when she found him in the study, the great granddad study room, where he was reading a book, but not just any book. It was his great grandpa. I think it was his great grandpa's autobiography, and it was the first book he read himself, and it became a tradition. Every year when they come home, he would read that book again. So yeah, he's memorized, but still, I feel it's a way for him to connect with his grandpa. And because there's a piles of book here, a very unique book that doesn't stand out much, so not a lot of people know about it. So it's very personal. Yet he shared that experience with Yume, so she still felt that's special.
小1くらいだったかな。この部屋でたまたま見つけたんだ。作者名もなくて、なんとなく怪しい感じがするだろ。だからページを開いて、以来毎年読み返している。
峰明おじさんも夏目さんも、もちろんまどかさんも読んだことのないイリド・ミズドのルーツ。私で いいのかな。いけない、拭かなきゃ。
And was very emotional. He even got her to talk about first love, even though she very much jumped to conclusions, even though all he said was, she loves to laugh. That could talk about so many people. Yet, you assume it was Madoka, because you were setting in your mind, hey, he laughed back then. She's somebody he's sort of close to and knew for a long time. It's definitely her. Like, but yeah, we got her to evolve her feelings about him, and he even contemplated, like, went along with it when they just had a little moment in the past there, her calling him Irido, him calling her Ai, and yeah, but that was just that moment, that isolated moment. So after he left, he just went back to normal. But I'm curious to see how her feelings are developing now, because they're definitely changing. I don't know exactly which way they're going, but they're definitely going through some transformation. So I imagine next episode we're back in our usual home and our friends are gonna show up again. But we only have one episode left, so what's gonna be so special about this final episode? We'll have to see. With that being said, see you next time. Bye.